Do you ever add asterisks to your life? Like, I got a bad grade on that test, asterisk, but that's only because the teacher didn't cover the material that was on the test, or I have this amazing job, asterisk, but that's only because I knew somebody that worked there. Well, today I'm going to talk about how dropping the asterisk can help you live a powerful and inspiring life. So I used to use asterisks a lot in my life. It's something that I've really worked on over the years. And I started working on it when I realized that I wasn't helping anyone. I wasn't serving myself or anyone else by doing it. You see, you don't have to apologize or justify anything in your life. You don't have to minimize it or explain it to anyone else. You just get to own it. Own your life. Your experiences don't make you better or worse than anyone else. They are just your experiences. If you're giving your experiences asterisks, then you aren't loving yourself exactly where you are or where you came from. If you are adding an asterisk to something because you're looking down on it, then you're not able to look at the positives in that situation. You're also resisting reality. You're not accepting it as it is. You're thinking that things should be different than they are, and that's probably because you're comparing your experience to someone else's. You're also saying that one experience is better than another, which it isn't. And you're also not showing up as who you really are. For example, I used to look down on my experience of going to Snow College for 2 years. And so when I would tell people that I went there, I always added an asterisk, right? I always explained, oh, well, I went there because my family lived overseas. And so I didn't want to be alone. And I had family near that college. And also I went to a small school and snow was small. And so I wanted to have something more familiar. And I add all of these different things to try and justify or explain my experience because I was looking down on it. Do you see how I'm comparing? If everyone went to Snow College for 2 years, I wouldn't feel like I had to justify why I did. Also, I'm thinking that one experience is better than another. Otherwise, I wouldn't add in there, but I did go to BYU and graduate from there, right? Clearly in my head, I'm thinking like going to BYU experience is better than going to Snow College experience. And none of that is true. One experience is not better than another. Anytime I'm not owning my experience, I'm so focused on explaining or defending myself that I can't see all the positives about the experience. There were so many things that I loved about snow, but when I'm justifying my experience, I'm not talking about those. I'm not showing up as who I really am. When you give an asterisk to something because you think it's really awesome, maybe too awesome, and you don't want to look a certain way because it's so great, then you are minimizing yourself. You are minimizing your life. You are minimizing all of the great things that you did to get to that place. And you are certainly minimizing God's hand in your life. When you add an asterisk to the great things in your life, you are not allowing yourself to enjoy those things and really be grateful for them. You are not being an example of what is possible in the world, and you are not having the impact that you are meant to have. For example, we live in a really big, amazing, beautiful house in a wonderful, beautiful neighborhood right now. And when people first saw our house, I definitely added a lot of asterisks to this situation. I would tell them about all the years we spent in apartments or small houses and all the years that we were really poor while my husband was in school for such a long time. And I would even talk about how the house was empty for 2 years. And so we got this really great deal on it. And I'm adding all of these asterisks to my story about this house. But when I do that, do you see how I am minimizing all of the awesome work that we put in that allowed us to buy this house and all that God did to get us here? See how I'm not letting myself enjoy the house? Often when we first moved in, I felt guilty, not grateful. I certainly wasn't allowing myself to be an example in the world. So stop using asterisks. When we do, we aren't taking responsibility in our own life. We are giving our power away to the asterisk, to that little hidden detail that we think is responsible for what's going on in our situation. But nothing else is responsible in your life. You are. I want you to know how powerful you are in your own life, how powerful God is in your life. And so I want you to own it. Own all of it, all of the things that have happened or will happen. Own your amazing, wonderful, and inspiring life. You've totally got this. Asterisk. Why can I not say that word? This is a struggle.